Beautiful day. How the heck are you? Can you believe it's only 30 degrees? It feels like it's 60. I gotta say, when the sun's out, blue skies like this, at high elevation, it definitely feels warmer. So check this out. Where am I? I was like, dude, where's my Jeep? I'll give you a hint. Most of the, if not all of the uranium that was refined for the Hiroshima bomb was taken from here. Yeah, right around here. Whew. Such a nice day. Hey, how's it going? Yeah, so I'll give you a hint. It was they at its peak, the smelter processing plant out here was processing 500 tons of uranium ore a day. Crazy. It's right next to a river and a lot of pollution. They cleaned it up. It was a Superfund site in the late 80s, early 90s, I think 88 to 91. And at that time, I think they spent several $100 million to clean it up. And they can still find high levels of radiation, and I think it's radium in certain areas at the bottom of the river. But now they cleaned it up so good, they've got a dog park there where the smeltering plant used to be. Bunch of communication towers up here. Yeah. The town down below. Yeah, I've brought the Geiger counter out here before. There's some hot spots. No. So this town, give you a little more information on this town. So I'm not going to tell you where I'm at yet. You'll probably figure it out. You don't Google it though, because then you'll figure it out even quicker. So the town was founded the same time as the smelter plant. And the smelter plant was refining coke, lead, gold, silver, and then during the Manhattan Project, they started to refine uranium ore. As I said a minute ago, at its peak, about 500 tons of uranium ore a day. And then it created this byproduct called radium or iridium. It's like a pink dust that blanketed the valley and the river. I'm envisioning Mad Max. I'm like one of those crazy dudes up in there. Beautiful lake over there. I don't know if you can see You hear that? It's a really cool town. Halo. Oh, they have that part. Oh yeah. You can see the lake better. I don't see any Sasquatch prints. About a half dozen communication towers out here. Big ones, a bunch of smaller ones. That would be a good idea. Happy New Year. Hey, buddy. I see that rabbit. That's pretty cool. That's a weird looking tower out there. Looks like something out of Blade Runner. It's about 30 degrees out here right now. $32 maybe. The sun out though feels a lot warmer. Accidentally lost the trail over there. It's like there's the trail, and then the trail just vanished. Well, we're exploring an area that at one point close to here there was a smeltering station that smeltered at its peak about 500 tons of uranium ore a day. And then there was many years later a super fund site for cleanup, and they did a really good job cleaning it up, but now they have a dog park there. And we're just kind of exploring the area, you know, checking out the the towers on top of the mountain here. See the lake, and the river's over there. Here's the Blade Runner tower. Look at those weird looking things. Taking a hike, man. It's a beautiful day. Check that out. That concrete slab that they anchor those towers to. That's pretty cool. Look at the views. Incredible. Look at that. I wonder what those things are. There's 10 of them on that tower. They got tubes on the bottom and the top, like they're housing something protective. Hello, Ginger. Ginger's or Utah Spice. Sorry, I thought it said Ginger Spice. Did you change your name? Anyway, Utah Spice. What's up, Angela? Hello. Hello from Scotland. Hey. Beautiful day. Little dusting of snow. Let's go check that out. What are those things? Anybody have any idea what those are? Let's go around. Generac. This is like Resident Evil background right there. That's what I should have used for the thumbnail. Yes. What does that say? Ah. Scared, man. Hello? Is there anybody in there? Check that out.
The zombies will be coming out soon. They activate with the new technology on the top of those towers.
Okay, you see those things? You see what I'm talking about? Those. What are those? It's like an alien spaceship signal. Should have brought my... Okay, so see that right there? Boom. You can see that? Not the lake, but that right there. Guess what that is? Any guesses? No. Nope. Here, I'll show it again. It's totally out of place. Remember what I told you about this area? So okay, I'm gonna zoom in right there. What's that? Before the lake. That right there. You see it? It's a lot bigger than it looks too. That's several football fields. There's the beautiful sun. Path of the sun. No. It's before you get to the lake. Right there. See it? There you go. Look at that. There. That's a much better visual. See how flat it looks at the top? What's up? How you doing, Ransom? I was just thinking about you, man. The Matrix, holy shit. Look at that view. Ooh. No, it's not a parking lot. That's off limits. That area is off limits. It's a do not enter zone. Okay, this is steep. Oh, I can hear the hum. Having flashbacks, man. Mount Montauk. Yes. Right above the upside down world. Yeah, there's a river. Check this out. I'm gonna hook up a 7G system. We're gonna be sending out, what is 7G? 6G's terahertz, 5G's gigahertz, most of it. Read up a little bit on the 7G stuff, but it didn't say, I didn't get to what the actual frequencies were. That's kind of cool. Man, they got some serious cooling up here. Check out that old dish. That looks kind of cool. We got a little EMF radiation, we got a little uranium. We mix it up, and what you get no, these roads are, look, there's been people walking on here. We're not going within the parameters that we're not supposed to. They definitely don't want you in this one. Like those other ones, they don't really, they don't seem to be nearly as concerned about, like, they got razor wire on this one. Look at that. Yeah. So I'm talking about, you will stay out or we will send the autonomous drones. You will not enter here. Why are my teeth ringing? Oh yeah, look at that. That'll work. So what we did is we put up these really cool rocks. Good question. I could have been a part of the Gigaplan, Gugaplexion. No. Amazing. How are you doing? It's a beautiful day. Spectacular day today. We're staying on the trail. This is a very well preserved trail. That's a good question. I don't know. They should be out here. And he could tell us about the geology of the area. And I could quiz him on the smelter system that was out here. So if you didn't hear earlier, we're at a location where there was a smelter station out here that for the Manhattan Project. It smeltered at its peak 500 tons of uranium ore a day. Cray. And you know what they did? After they closed the smelter plant down, they cleaned up as best as they could. They had a Superfund site out here, and they cleaned it up, and then they decided to put a park out there. So now there's a park there. Yeah, 500 tons a day. A lot of pollutants were created from the smeltering process, because before uranium, you know, gold, silver, lead, and a couple other things. Oh, and they made coke. So, yeah. Would you like a little lead with that? No, thank you. Could I get some aspartame, please? And a drum roll. Oh, that's the diet. Okay. beautiful town. They did a great job cleaning it up. You know, I mean, but yeah. I read a news article that said most of the uranium, if not all of the uranium that was used in the Hiroshima bomb was processed at the smeltering plant out here in this town. I don't know. Maybe they had that name at one point. But there's the river. So that's the problem, is a lot of the byproducts of the smeltering process got into the river. And somebody asked me a question the other day, because I had brought up these data centers are going to use fresh groundwater to keep them cool, and then they put that water back into the environment, and you know, with pollution, with other, and I don't remember exactly what it was, but somebody had made a comment. Oh, really? What kind of pollution? What is it? I did a quick Google search, and it tells you right there all the byproducts that are going to be in the water, that because they add different detergents and different additives to the water before they cool before the cooling process. So the data centers, you know, and with all the talk of these nuclear power plants, micro plants, restarting certain nuclear plants to process this massive data, I just think about how much money and time it costs to clean up, for example, this area right here, the smelter system here. I mean, it's pretty wild. At Ransom, we had a good time going out to that one ghost town in Colorado. Was that called Gilman? That was fun, man. That was spooky when we found the x-rays of all those people. That was definitely spooky. Yeah, it's a great town. This is absolutely, I really like it out here a lot. Like I said, they did a good job cleaning it up. It's unfortunate. I think it should be a stark reminder of, you know, how many nuclear reactors do we need? How much nuclear technology do we need? How much industry? Dark. What time is it? Better start heading back. At least an hour away. Hey, hey.
We made this really nice cairn. Right next to the barbed wire.
It's the new 14,000 G technology, where it makes your teeth ring. Direct downloads. You're gonna love it. It doesn't matter what temperature it is, because you'll be frying yourself with the most amazing technology. Millimeter waves. Check that out. That's where the Project Green Beam, have Project Green Beam screen right there. Flashy lights. Connected to the Blade Runner tower. Oh man. Thought that was it.
I wouldn't be surprised if half the people that live out here have no idea about the smelter station and all the uranium that was processed. I mean, it looks like somebody drove a truck up here. Yeah, Ransom, drop some of those facts. Oh man, I needed the exercise. Got to get some hiking in. I wanted to bring the bike out, but with all this really just loose snow and mud, probably not be a good time. Road bike though. Yeah, so can you see that right there? Here, check that out. chupacabra footprints. Oh, is that what those were? Yeah, there's stories of those. There's the Blade Runner Tower. Coming up to the Resident Evil Tower, or the Resident Evil building next to the Blade Runner Tower, actually. They got the little sonic boom cannons. It's like, pew, pew. You will comply. Pew, pew. You will comply. I will comply.
These are not the droids you're looking for.
Oh look, it's formaldehyde covered dishes. That's amazing. The signal's fantastic. Look at that. They just throw all their shit out. They're like, yeah, we don't need that anymore. Like, look at this. It's a pretty big piece of equipment. And there's the little sonic blasters.
We come in peace. We come in peace.
I see something cool. Check this out. Yeah, it's a decent phone for sure. The zoom's pretty good on it. That's a long way down. Much appreciated.
There's the EMF supercluster.
I mean, I would hope we have a pristine signal here, considering looks like there's about 100 different antennas out here if we were to add them up. Antennas and radars.
It's a radar antenna.
For when the apocalypse happens, they can send their signals to all of their people inside of mountains and mesas, different locations. All right, I think we're gonna bypass the radar cluster setup up there. We'll stay on this road. We could go up that road, but there's a couple spots up there that are kind of shady. there's zombies anywhere. It's right up there. Well, I hope you have this on your big screen TV with surround sound, so when Sasquatch jumps out, you hear him yell at me. You'll have it in 7.1 surround. Subwoofer. So what happened was, yeah, like Sasquatch. Lots of stories of Bigfoot out here and chupacabras, shapeshifters. You know, there's actually a story of a dinosaur outside of Pagosa Springs. Not a big one, but that's a pretty cool story. There's a escaped alligator from the alligator farm up in Moffett. It was riding the back of a bear. The lady that saw it, she had just woke up, so she was a little discombobulated. That's what really happened. That goes directly into the mesa. Encrypted, quantum encrypted. Coyote. Somebody walking their dog. Where's the footprints of the human? Could have been Dog Man. That's Greg. Yeah. Shape-shifting Greg. Well, there's some tracks next to the dog prints, but the dog prints are, which way are they going? Maybe there's somebody walking a dog. There's a standing platform above those radar dishes. Radar. Look at all those. Tons of them out there. There's the Mad Max Tower. That's where we're going. The Wolf Man. There should be a lot more snow out here right now. Way more. This has been a joke. We actually just got a little bit of snow. That's why you're looking at some of this snow. It just snowed a couple days ago. A little dusting. I mean, this is almost 7,000 feet right here. It almost looks like there's somebody up in there. I mean, it's about 30 degrees, but with the sun out, high elevation, it feels a lot warmer than that. What's up there in that Mad Max tower? Why is Max so mad? I don't know. I mean, look at his living conditions out there. You've seen the film, right? I mean, he gotta be mad in that movie. Otherwise, they couldn't call it Mad Max. Ba-da-ba! Drum roll. Okay, I'll stop. There it is again. Oh yeah. Oh, that's good, man. You're riding your bike? Awesome. You know what? If everybody rode their bike, or more people rode their bike, that would solve a lot of the world's problems. Don't fight wars, ride your bike. Take the battlefield on the trail. Let's see how quick you can go up Mont Blanc. Yeah, up the Pyrenees. Make bikes, not war. Yeah, walk for peace. We should ride for peace. Oh, that's a great idea. Ride across the country for peace. And a great workout. Peace first. I love that. Look at me. That'll be a great excuse. I mean, a great reason. Now we're talking. Now that would be really cool though, wouldn't it? I think that'd be awesome. And if you could get somebody to, like, if I could ride across the country and get somebody to ride behind me, and they could have, you know, the signs and the banners and everything up, and then we could live stream it, and then we could get, you know, the local radio stations, the news, and just everybody hopefully to pick up on it, even if it's just for a minute, say, hey, look, this guy's riding his bike across the country, you know, and we got to have a cool slogan. We got to have like a cool saying, be the change you want to see. I love that. That's, I mean, we could just stick with that, but kind of fine tune it a little bit. And if we could live stream it so somebody could log on anytime to see where we're at from like a first person perspective, as well as have a perspective on the car, or, you know, vice versa. Oh yeah. And then we could just donate, like we could figure out a charity, like a very legit charity, or some way to donate the proceeds, minus the costs of what it would cost, obviously, to do that. But yeah, just like send the rest of it out. That's a great idea. I love that. You hear that? Oh, that's amazing, Jet. Jet 7. I love to hear that. Can you hear it? That's loud. There's the lake. Yeah, what we need to do is find out exactly what cause to donate the proceeds to. You know, if we even do something like this, but I think I'd like to hear some ideas. You know, get different people to join. Oh wow, look at that. If you stick around a few more minutes, I'll show you the sign of I was telling you about that area that's off limits. There's a sign that says what it is. You got to zoom in on it, and yeah. I can hear the helicopters. Yeah, absolutely, man. Should put some adventures together, some leak project adventures. Like, okay, we're gonna be here at this time. Either be there or don't. But that's when we're leaving. No camping. Looks like there's some electric boxes out here, though. But no camping. I I don't see anything that says anything other than no camping though. Wow. Look at this. Goes directly to the underground bunker. We didn't bury it. We just got a really long power cord. And we're like, yeah, how much do you need? Oh, I need about 3 miles worth. Oh, okay. We'll get that right up from you. We'll order it from Temu. Gotta plug it in somewhere. Here we go. Look at this one. It's more robust. They need more power. Alan goes to the underground bunker over there. It just disappeared, man. Up, here comes the Suburbans. I knew it was about to happen. But are they the black Suburbans? They're the camouflage Suburbans, man. You can't even see them until they turn them on. Now this, look at this fence post setup. It's got like double fence posts. Nothing in between, but it's got like, well, you know, what we did, you see, we thought would make it look like there were spikes so people would just be scared. And we put up a no camping sign, so it'll definitely keep people out. We had a Flawed the Impaler sign up for a while, but they made us take that one down. But we can put up the no camping signs. Do not enter. We have 5G droids that are just waiting. They've been waiting for months for somebody to do something stupid, so just do it. They get activated immediately. And we nicknamed them RoboCop because we like the movie. That's where we got the idea. Okay. So, got some snow right there. We're almost to that one location that I was telling you about. I hope I got at least 5 or 6 miles in on this journey. I'll let you know. I got it on Strava. That's where the droid camp is.
Droids.
They make Atari sounds. Like Space Invaders. Did y'all ever have any arcade games growing up? I had Battlezone and this Space Invaders game, but it just used buttons. It didn't even have a joystick, but it was stand up. And the Battlezone, that was epic. Had these two joysticks, and you're like Battlezone. You know what I'm talking about? You know, back when people actually left their house and didn't stare at their phone all the time, even when they were outside. Which is something I'm doing right now. But I'm actually not staring at my phone. I'm looking in front of me, using my phone as a recording mechanism. Yeah. I'm doing both. Nanny. You know what I'm talking about though, right? Like, you know. Arcade games. They used to be cool. Remember that place called Tilt? The arcade game place? I wanted to work there so bad. Like, I could play video games all day for free and get paid minimum wage. Yes! Video games and babes, minimum wage. It's gonna be awesome. I'm gonna be the coolest kid in town. Well, you're working at McDonald's, man. I'm working at the video game shop. I can play games. I can do whatever I want, man. I can just click that. I could open up the arcade and go ding, 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 ding. 5 free games. Yeah. And they're paying me. Well, you're flipping Big Macs. And I'm in the mall. That's where all the cool people are, is at the mall. Remember Mallrats? Oh, that movie was great. First it was Clerks. Do you remember Clerks? That was like the best. That was one of the best low budget comedies of all time. Clerks was great. Silent Bob and Jay. Oh man. There's so many scenes. Every scene in that movie was just classic. Mallrats was great. I never saw Chasing Amy. I need to watch Chasing Amy. Dogma was okay. I need to go back and watch that again. But none of them were ever as good as Clerks. And Clerks 2 was, I mean, it was okay, I guess. But the original Clerks, yeah. You how many? Remember that scene? Oh, man. You hear that? Weird. Yeah, you hear it. Here. Space alien. Security guard. Shapeshifters.
Warning, alien base near. Did I hear something about 2 paddles and a dot?
What the hell does that mean? Amazing. 2 paddles and a dot. Is that what it looks like on your phone? Or is that a line from a movie? Oh, right on. Jet checks in the mail. Well, at least it's real and not some artificial intelligence rendered video. You know how many people are falling for the artificial intelligence videos now? They're like, dude, you gotta. I have a friend that is literally a movie producer, and he fell for a Avi Loeb video. And rightfully so. I mean, it took a minute to pick it out, but I'm like, no, that's artificial intelligence. That's not real. He's like, it blew my mind, man. I'm like, no, check this out. And so he's like, oh yeah, you're right. I have family that was sending me videos like, is this real? Why does it say AI rendered or AI enhanced on it? I'm like, well, let me see. And I'm like, oh, it's because it's not a real video of Robert De Niro. It's artificial intelligence. And there's a couple ways you can spot out even the really good ones. And I don't know if I want to say on here how yet, because I think if I say how, that they might actually, those that are programming the software, be like, oh, we got to fix that. But I'll share it with you offline, but there's a couple ways to at least one way I know to spot it out. One way that is pretty solid. This is Call of Duty. Yeah, you just wait. When that sun goes down, we start hearing certain animals bellowing in the night. Maybe they're shapeshifters, maybe they're skinwalkers, maybe they're foxes or coyotes. But they sound, if you've ever heard a fox, fox can make some really spooky sounds. It's probably dropped down to like the high 20s now. It's probably about 28 degrees right now. And now with the sun going down even more, it is getting a bit nippy. I want to show you this location real quick though. Definitely hear something up there. I thought I brought my gloves, but I did. But I did bring kombuchas. Yes. Hey, look, there's some more spikes. Oh, the comments are great. Yeah, I feel like I've walked at least 6 miles. And you got some decent elevation in too. So you basically climb the mountain here. We were up there where all those communication towers are. Okay, here it is. This is the area that I wanted to show you guys and gals. Coming up on the left. Hey, just so you know, no camping. Okay, you see that? Right there? That's what I was talking about. Nope. Uranium tellings. That's all uranium tellings there. So that's why they don't want you out there. There's signs like radioactive signs and stuff when you get closer. That's what that is. Why are there two guys in suits following me? Anyway, just joking. Thanks everybody. Hope you had fun on the hike. I thought it was a good time. Appreciate you going with me. Hit that bell for all notifications. Be well. And be the change you want to see. How do I turn it off, man?